Dooba dooba.
Hey, welcome into the second channel. How are we all doing? I'm really happy to have you here first and foremost, so welcome. Basically in this video, I'm just gonna sit down really quick, tell you what's going on, tell you why I've made a second channel, what to expect, so then you guys know if you wanna subscribe, because obviously we all know if you're coming over from my main channel, my content is obviously mainly reactions. So it's completely understandable that maybe you guys don't all want to sign up for whatever this channel is going to be. As you guys may or may not know, I don't know how long you guys have been subscribed or whatever. I've been doing reactions now for maybe, I think I started music stuff in 2020. So over 3 years consistently, whether that's music or film and TV shows. Love it. Y'all know. I think you'd be able to tell if I wasn't loving it. I love it. I still love it. That's not going to change. Okay. The main channel is going to stay the same. It's going to be reactions, movies, TV shows, maybe the tiny bit of music if I feel like it. But for the most part, still going to stay the same in terms of movies and TV shows. That's not going anywhere. In terms of this channel, first of all, let's talk about why I decided to call it A Bit More Brad. It's kind of got a double meaning if we want to go that far. And the kind of two meanings are essentially, obviously, a bit more Brad, yes, you get more content. So obviously that's pretty self-explanatory. But at the same time, to me, I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense because I kind of want this to be a bit more personal. Whether that's in terms of just personal, in terms of getting to know me a bit more, or whether... I'm not sure why I'm posing it as a question because I know this is what's happening because this is why I decided to make it. I want to branch out a little bit in terms of different styles and different types of videos and content and ideas because I'm someone who gets bored very easily. You might notice that with how often I rebrand. It's been twice in the past, not even a year. So... sometimes I get a bit burnt out doing reactions. Obviously, I enjoy them, but with any job, you're going to get a bit of a burnout going on. And I've definitely been privy to that sometimes. So the second channel is going to essentially act as a little escape or a little creative release for me when I need it, or even just vlogs, stuff like that would have been going on the main channel. Just because for the most part, whenever I'd put something not related to reactions on the main channel, I kind of felt like I was polluting it a bit. And I understand it's my channel. I can do essentially what I want. And that's why I've been doing what I've been doing up to now. But I do think it's time now that I want to start going different routes. And we'll go into what different routes I'm planning on after this. But I just thought now would be a good time because then it just separates the two really clearly and then people know exactly what they're signing up for. The way I started reactions was I was an avid watcher of reaction channels, specifically music. I watched it for years and then decided to take the plunge and obviously start my own reaction channel. And to my surprise, and thank God, it went really well and it's become my job. So that's amazing. But at the same time, I still enjoy different kinds of content. So I kind of want to try my hand at those. Just because I enjoy watching it, I kind of want to make it I'd love to do that kind of stuff myself. So, for example, I love watching videos where people try things or essentially purchase things so the audience doesn't have to, and then give their opinion on it and whether that's clothing and then they purchase loads, try it all on, and it's usually kind of entertaining, kind of funny, whatever. I love those kind of videos. Creators I love in that kind of field, just in case you guys want to check them out. I love Naomi John. And a new one that I've been discovering is Mia Maples. I'm obsessed with her. I watched her wedding video recently. I stumbled upon that, obviously through my recommended, because I've been binge watching all of her stuff. And I wept, guys. I wept for 13 minutes straight. And that video was 13 minutes. I wept out of pure happiness because it was just wonderful. But yeah, so those two creators, for an example, just because they're the ones that I watch, they do a lot of they buy certain stuff or they try out certain stuff. And that's just the kind of stuff that I'm loving at the minute. So I want to try that. The first video you'll probably see after this one on the channel will be a kind of that vibe. which I'm really excited about, and I think it's going to be really interesting, and I've already ordered the stuff and started filming for it, so look out for that within the next few days. So that's exciting. But on top of that, I want to do rankings, I want to do haul videos, I want to do baking, I want to do cooking, because for example, baking specifically is a hobby that I'm really trying to take up in my personal life, because I'm trying to like really sort out my work-life balance, okay? So in that is me trying to take up a few hobbies that I think I'd be, one, good at, and two, I'd find interesting. One is definitely gaming. I'm getting into games, so who knows, you might even get some gaming content on here, because I think that could be kind of fun. So if you've got any suggestions for any of these things, realistically, if you've got any suggestions on like products you want me to test, or brands that you want me to buy from, or games you want me to play, or things you want me to try and bake, because as it stands currently, I don't bake. I've not baked much in my life, to be quite honest, if at all. Okay, so it would be definitely a learning how to kind of vibe, and I think it could be a fun journey, and I'm really determined to get good at baking, specifically like the decorating kind of vibes. I love watching people decorate things. So baking's definitely going to be something I imagine I'll do on the channel. On top of that, y'all know I've got loads of other interests like art, design, dance. I even thought maybe I could do a video on my vinyl collection. We go through that, we talk about that. I'm essentially just giving you all of my ideas, to be honest. So hopefully some of these sound good, because I'm kind of just throwing them all at the wall and seeing whatever sticks. So if any of these sound good, make sure to sound off in the comments. And yeah, there was another one. I've forgotten. I'm sure it'll come to me in the edit, but yeah. And who knows, I might even end up having a podcast again, and maybe the podcast might live on this channel, who knows. Okay, so it could literally be anything, is my point. The only thing it's not going to be is reactions, or even if it is, if there ever is a reaction on this channel, it's because it's either not long enough or not a substantial enough video to go on the main channel. But for the most part, I imagine they're not going to be on here. So yeah, that's the plan for the second channel. I'd love to have you here. Feel free to subscribe and then see how we go, and you can unsubscribe if you're not loving. But I'm going to try and make this fun. I would like to say that this is not going to be like the most consistent thing. Like, I'm not going to promise that there's going to be an upload every week, because obviously my main focus is the main channel. But this is just going to be a fun passion project for myself. Oh, that was the other thing. I also thought it could be kind of interesting, because you guys know I do a lot of my own merch designs, and I've done a few launches, and there's one coming soon potentially. I thought it could be interesting in the future. Maybe I bring you along on the editing process, and like me receiving samples and that whole thing. I thought that could be kind of a fun video idea. So yeah, that might happen. I've just got loads of ideas, which I've already said, and now you kind of know. So hopefully, like I said, some of these sound good. And if you would like to subscribe, I would love that. I'm very excited. I'm even just excited for the first video that I'm putting up on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, turn the post notifications on, and leave your guesses down below. I will give you this. The first thing, like I said, is going to be like a product testing review, try on situation. So if you have any ideas on what that could be, leave them down below. And if alternatively, if you have any other ideas of what you'd like to see on the second channel, leave them down below, because I aim to please hunties. But yeah, I think that's it from me. If you've got any other questions, obviously leave them down below and I'll answer. But I am so excited to have a second channel. So excited. I think it's gonna be really fun. But yeah, with that said, I shall leave you now, because I'm waiting for a takeaway arriving. Goodbye. I need to think of like a sign off and like an intro and other things. I need to think of other things for the channel. Like, I haven't got any. Okay, guess I need to get on with that. Bye.